Hi all, welcome to today's session of High Speed View Reports. This session will be of 60 minutes approx, followed by Q&A. The agenda for today's session is High Speed View Reports, wherein we shall cover panoramic view, properties at report level and chart level or widget level, filters, cross tabs, charts, counter charts, and map. Along with these, we shall also cover hyperlink and data restriction with recap what we covered yesterday. And then here is a link in the presentation using which you can visit the Intellicus documentation for the respective topic. Then we shall have question and answer session. Intellicus High Speed View is a web interface that enables you to explore your data on multiple dimensions on a single screen. It lets you quickly design and view reports. The data source for high-speed view reports are the analytical objects or cubes that are designed and saved on Intellicus report server. The key benefits of high-speed view reports are it enables you to analyze, explore multi-dimensional information within seconds. As we discussed, as it is pre-aggregated without hitting the database, it serves any ad hoc query within fraction of seconds, generates dashboards-like reports, wherein the charts or widgets or views which are there all are automatically linked. High-speed view allows you to create charts, cross tabs, GIS maps, counter charts, and so on. It provides slicing and dicing, drilling up and down, drill through any data point to explore the underlying detailed data. It allows interaction to zoom, pan, or change the visualization type. And it enables you to save the reports for future reference. A user with the role of report designer can design high-speed view reports. Let us start designing reports. And I'll take you to portal. So to design high-speed view reports, there are two ways. Click on this burger-shaped icon, navigate, and then analytics, and then high-speed view. Further, you can go to Explorer. Here you can search for the cube, what you want to source to the report, what you're going to design. Say, sales. I'm going to design a report based on cube AO sales session 6, what we designed yesterday. Click onto it, then click right, create, and then you can select high speed view. There is one more way using which if I go there, I'll be provided with the category listing and I can search also, and then you can select the cube what you want to use to source the report. Now here, the screen what is provided to us, it is having buttons to save. We have got advanced filters. There is horizontal ellipsis, that is our menu icon, using which we get the option to view the change the view mode. Either you are in view mode or you are in design mode. It can be changed from here. Presently, I am in design mode. I can switch to view mode. Okay. Then you have options to export and you can change the cube object also from here, right? That we shall see in further course of action. This is our canvas where we will be placing our objects. And on the left, this is the data section. using which we can select cubes. To add on here, you can also source your report by multiple cubes. Presently, I am designing the report using single cube, that is AO Sales Session 6. But if you want to create a report, for example, you are creating a report which is going to showcase us different verticals data. And for that, you are having separate cubes, say AO Sales, AO Finance, right? AO SCM, AO Purchase. You are having different, and you want to create a dashboard as a bird's eye view wherein you can get the key or important vital KPIs of different verticals. It is possible to source your report by multiple cubes. For that, you can click on Add Cube Object. The dialog box would be appeared, and using which you can select the query object what you wish to add. Presently, I'm designing a report using a single cube. All right. Now, here you have got different options. The fields which are there in the query object, based on which the cube is designed. We had designed dimensions and measures. So this is the list of dimensions and measures. We had one group, product details. Within that, we had the hierarchy, segment, category, subcategory, and product name. So these are called levels, and this is the dimension. So when you design the report, you can pull in dimension or the levels according to your use case. Similarly, I have got location, wherein I have got country, region, states, and city. Correct? And then I have got date dimension also. So this is the data what I have, using which we will be creating some report to bring out some data insights related to sales. To begin with, we will go through panoramic view. So when we talk about panoramic view, it gives us 360-degree view of the data, wherein it helps you to create widgets using multiple dimensions. Like here, I have product, location, date, and so on. So we can click on Create Panorama, and it will create multiple widgets for all the dimensions which are there in the cube. And it will let us select measures. Okay. Now I'm going to click here. See, next to dimensions, you have got horizontal ellipsis. Click here and you may click Create Panorama. This is a list of measures I have: sales, quantity, and profit. So we can select any or more than one, depending upon our requirement. And if we are having a long list of measures, we can search also a particular measure using search box, and then click on Apply. So this is the panoramic view. Further, you will see the report what is designed. It is having all the widgets as cross tabs. Right. So when we go to properties and without selecting any widget, when you do not select any widget, the properties which are showcased out here, these are report level properties. The same dialog box will show you different set of properties depending upon the widget what you have selected. Like if I have selected cross tab, so I'm getting properties for this particular cross tab. If I do not select any, I'm getting the property window, which is serving the report level properties. So here, first option what I have is template, right? We can select the template, which can be applied on the report. Then description view, pop-up or inline. Each widget which is created, we can add description to it, which will add the detailed information about a particular widget. Say, here I can showcase Even we can give meaningful title, but title cannot be so long. So we prefer to give a short and crisp title, and then we can give description. And so we can give. Now, if you see the description, what I added, it is, when you click, is visible. It is pop-up option. And if you want it to be there inline, so you can select inline. Now it is visible on the screen forever. I'm going to delete it. Or if you want, you can take it pop-up. And if you wish, you may delete it. So this is the use of description. It is widget level. You can set different description for different widgets, and the property what we are going to set here will be applicable to all the widgets in the report. Then link non-hierarchy filters. Now suppose I'm having two filters. One is country, just click and drag to report filters. And another I'm having, say, product name or say segment. Right? So when you select any filter, you want the other filter should also be populated according to the value selected out here. Okay. So it is going to show me segments which are there in this particular country. Presently, I have only one country. I'll take another example. I'm going to pull in, say, apart from segment, I'm pulling in, say, region or state. Now, when I select state, it will be showing me segments which are sold in that particular state. Or if you select product names. So this way, by default, these filters are interlinked. But if you don't want to link non-hierarchy filters, then you can uncheck this box, right? By clicking, you can remove. Then we have got some properties like filter all the views. Yes, we want all the widgets to be linked. Expand member, the moment you drag the dimension onto here, onto the canvas, you want the member should be expanded. So it is the option. Then drill down. Yes, we want to drill down, drill up and drill down. Hyperlink option. Yes, we want the hyperlink option to be visible. Okay, depending upon the nature. If it is there, it will be visible like here. We have given hyperlink to region. So when you click here, hyperlink option is visible. But if you say you don't want to see hyperlink, you don't want to use drill through functionality, you may uncheck this checkbox. Then there is style property for cross tab. If you select any style from here, will be applicable to all the cross tabs present out here. Okay. Then we have got different chart properties like the color palette. Now, one more feature is there that you can create your own color palette. Go to custom palette and you can give some colors out here. It's in hexadecimal. So the custom theme what I have created, okay, it is having these two shades, right? Now it will be visible when you are having some charts, so it will be applicable over there. Now there is one thing, show hierarchy breadcrumb. Now if you see the dimensions what I have, say product details, it is following hierarchy. Now here I am not able to see which level of hierarchy I am at. Right. So if I say show hierarchy breadcrumb, it is showing you are at all. Okay. When you drill down, it is showing you the level at which you are. Drill down. So see, this is breadcrumb. It is showing you the level of hierarchy. So this option also, if you wish, you can show or you may hide this. This is hierarchy breadcrumb. Okay. Then we have got font properties for the report. Okay. And further, we can show we can set font properties for different parts of the charts. Like I want to set different font setting for labels, titles, legends, and point labels. These are different components of charts. So this can also be set up from here. Now the thing is, if we set these properties from here, it will be applicable to all the charts. So these are report level properties. Now, after this, once we design, now next option is, presently we created widgets for all the dimensions out here. Right. Now, for a particular dimension also, you will see these options, that is vertical ellipsis. And when you click, you will be getting create panorama. So when you select create panorama, next to the menu icon present to the dimension. Now, in this case, it will create the widget for all the dimensions and attributes. I can say for all the levels of that particular dimensions present over there. Okay, so to do this, you can click here and create panorama. So different widgets are created for different levels in the hierarchy. So see, for each level, you know, a separate widget is created, right? This is one thing. And from here, if you see, by default, it is creating using cross tab. So if you want, you can change the default chart type as well from here. Okay. Further, I'm creating a new report now. Now here, we shall, apart from panoramic view, we shall see how can we create widgets according to our requirement. So to create widgets, you can click twice on the dimension or you may drag it onto the canvas. Okay. So the widget which was selected, it is having 2 dimensions now, right? You can delete if you want. So here I'm having one widget created for product details. Now we shall see properties of cross tab. In the cross tab, on the headings for dimension, when you click, you'll be getting the option drill up and drill down. Drill up, you are coming to all level, and then drill down. You can drill down the level. Further, we can set the order also, whether you want to see it in ascending order or in descending order, right? You can set the order from here. Ascending, descending, and neutral. Neutral means the way the data is sourced by the queue, you know. Then in that order, it will be showcased out here, that is neutral. So order can also be set. Apart from single measure, if you want to showcase multiple measures, you have got measure selection button. You can select multiple measures out here. Okay. Now, when we go to properties of this cross tab, okay, select the cross tab. The first property, what you are seeing out here is member count. Now, what's the use of this property? Now, suppose I'm having product names and I want to show top 10 selling products. What I'll do is I'll click on the measure. I'll sort it in descending order. Okay, I'll create one more copy of this and I'll sort it in ascending order. One is in ascending order and one is in descending order. Now, I'm going to select this and applying member count. Say I want to see top 10 or top 5. Let's have top 5. These are top 5 selling products. And here, if I give member count as 5, these are least selling products, right? So after applying sorting, you can do that. Okay. Now, next thing is the values which are showcased out here. You can apply unit system. Okay. So the values will be showcased in different unit system. Now you are seeing that the number of decimal places, it is too high out here. So for that, what you can do is, as we discussed yesterday, I'll open the cube. You need not rebuild the cube. I'll select the measure and I'll go to properties. I'll say I want only 2 decimal places. For quantity, no decimal places. For profit, I want 2. Okay. And then you can save it. Once you save, you need not rebuild the cube. And then I'm going to save this report and I shall reload it. Now I'm going to open this report again. Now you shall observe the number of decimal places here set to 2. That looks nice. Now, along with this, I'm again switching to design mode because I have to set different settings or layouting of the report. Now, next. In the same sequence, when we are seeing properties of crosstab, we have got the option show values in percentage and show values in percentage, show actual values along with percentage. Before we see these two properties, okay, we should understand what's the use of these properties. Okay, and let us complete these 2 charts first. So here, there is one more thing. What you can do out here is, you can apply heat map. I'm going to apply it to sales. And here also, I'm going to apply it to sales. And you can change the shade also differently. Lighter for lower the value and darker for higher the value. So according to your use case, you can apply heat map, okay, to the widget. Now, when I have to show the values which are there in percentage, now the use of percentage will be when one value is segregated over multiple dimensions members. Let us understand the use case first. Here I am having consumer-wise total sales, right? Now, if I want to see for this, what was the sales in different region and what was the contribution of different percentage? So I'm bringing in region and putting it on column heading. Okay, so now I have got sales describing by product, segment, and region. Now I shall go to crosstab and show the values in percentage. Now you can see out of total sales given by consumer segment, this much percentage was sold in Central, in East, in South, and West. This analysis helped us a lot. Apart from this, you can also show actual values along with percentage. Now, along with percentage, you can see values also, and you can apply unit system. So this way, you can set the layouting so that the required data insights can be taken out. All right. Here also you can apply heat map. I'm going to apply heat map here for sales. You can select the color according to your requirement. And then you can also select the option to apply row level. Here it will be good if I apply it row level because I have to find out row level analysis, correct? I can also select the option highlight only highest and lowest value. So this is the setting what we can do for crosstab. Apart from this heat map setting, we can also apply highlighting. Highlighting is used to bring in users' attention to important data items which should be taken care of. May it be top achievers, may it be least achievers, may it be highlighting the values depending upon different ranges, different bucketing of the data is required. So we can use highlight option in the roster, right? So to do that, I'm going to use highlight. Highlight each cell. You can select the color from here. If you want to select some different setting, you can say custom style. So using custom style, apart from selecting these options, you can select different options for font settings. Like I want to have font 4 color red, wherein the sales is below, say 500. I can take 4 color as red, and where the sales what you are seeing, it is below 500. So values are not there in this range. Okay, so I again go there. Okay, go to highlight, apply, say 5 lakhs. All values are below that. Okay, so depending upon the use case, we can apply highlighting conditions. Okay. I'll take you, we can drill down also. Because the effect what you have applied is not applied to one level, it is applied to all the data, if you drill down, see. And you can change the highlighting condition. Rather than custom style, you can show red color. You want to highlight with red flag, red cross. So different options are there, what you can use. Right? So this is the way you can highlight. And if you want, you can remove condition and then click on apply. Highlighting would be removed. So this is how we can see cross-tabulated data, wherein we can apply highlight, we can apply heat map and other options what we have seen. Now, filters. You can slice multi-dimensional data by applying filters at any level of hierarchy. Okay, so we can apply filters here at 2 levels. One is at widget level and another is advanced filter. When we apply advanced filter, okay, from here also you can apply, say I'm going to apply filter about, say, segment. And I want to prompt it and select all. When I say prompt, this filter would be started appearing here. You can select the dimension from here and keep it on to report filter section. So from here also you can add report filters. Now here I'm selecting the year 22. Now it is showcasing us data for 22 only. Correct? The data showcased here is for 22. Now, when you click on any filter, there are different options. You can showcase filters in button view, like this. The filters what you are selecting out here are applicable to all the widgets. Okay. All the widgets are updated according to the options selected out here. Now, next, you can pin it to left or right, depending upon the designing requirement. Then, expanded drop-down. You can also show expanded drop-down, and then you can show list view. then you can remove if you don't want, right? So these are the different options what you can use. Further, for date, when you change criteria, there is the option for between, above, below. Now, if I select between, I can suppose for 22, I want to select from January to March. You can see from and to. So this is the use of between. If I select from Q4 of 21 to Q2 of 22. So this is a range which is respected out here. So we can use between. Okay. Apart from this, very important is XTD. XTD, what do we mean by XTD? Here TD means till date. Why we call it XTD? Because we have different options to apply this filter. Year till date, month till date, quarter till date, week till date, and so on. So you can click here. You can select the preset range. I want to have YTD. From which date you want to apply YTD? You can select from the calendar. I want to apply YTD from 22, say August 31st. And then which year you want to compare with? I say current year, I mean this year what you have selected plus one previous year. So here the data what you are seeing is for 2 years now. YTD 22, that is from 1st January to 31st August 22. And since it is current year plus previous 1 year, you have got 20 year data for 21 also. I have data for 2 years because here I have selected YTD, right? In YTD, I have selected the option current year plus 1 previous year. So this is also very important feature. We can select whether you want YTD, QTD, MTD. You want to take analysis of last 7 days. And there are different ranges which are provided out here. So it will respect all the options what you have applied. So you can see as I applied YTD, now in 21, you are able to see data till August. In 22 also, you are able to see data till August. This is how this filter works. Okay. I'm taking it back to InList. And I'm going to select the year, say 22. So this is how filter can be used. Apart from report level filters, we also have widget level filter. Now, in this widget, I want to see data only for, say, particular year. 2019, I want to see. Data is not there. If I take 21, so this is widget level filter. All right, you can apply from here. And then you can remove as well. And if you want, you can also apply a set of filters out here. I mean, more than one fields can also be added. And when you add more than one filters, you can select the value here and or, right? These are logical operators to join one or more condition. By default, it takes it as and. So these are report level filters. Now let us start with new option, that is creating charts. Now when we are going to create chart, right? So for that, just drag the dimension for which you want to create chart. Say I'm taking location. And then From here, you can select different chart types like bar, column, line. So depending upon the data, we can take nature of the data, we can take chart types. So here I'm taking column wise. Okay. And if you want, you can click and drill down. You can see the data for different regions out here. Now, when we see properties of chart, we can also specify member count out here. And then scroll bar. Now, when we are talking about scroll bar, it is like windowing. If in case it is having multiple data items, like here, if I go till product by drilling it down, I'm going till cities. So we can use slicing, right? And then show point labels. I'm again drilling up to region. And now I'm going to show point label. Now, when we are going to showcase point label, we have different options. We can set the position, where you wish to show the value. Rotation for point label, if you want, you can mention. Then you can mention the options to showcase grid in the chart. If you want, you can showcase grid also. And along with that, you can also mention the color of the grid, right? Here I want to have only horizontal grid. Now, next, the color for the chart. There are different palettes what we can apply. And parent means the color palette which is chosen at the report level. So here I'm taking, say, cappuccino, right? And then we can also set font setting. Use report level setting. The setting which is there for the report will be applicable here. And if you want to have different settings, you can take it from here. Okay, just uncheck this box. Change the font size. You can change font color from here, right? And then you can set advanced settings to set font settings for different components of the charts, like labels, titles, you can change from here. See, excess titles are being bold. Point labels are being bold, right? Then legends, you can set font size, color. Okay. Then point labels. Whatever component you are selecting here, those settings would be applied and you can reset it. So this is about fonts. Then sort order. Now, suppose I'm going to have product details for different product. I'm having product names out here and changing it to, say, column chart. Now, I want to set the order as descending. Select the measure and then the order. It is in descending order. All right. And now here, you can mention the member count. So it is going to show us top 5 selling products, right? So this is the use of this property. Okay, I'll again repeat. You can mention member count and then you can set the sort order on, suppose you are having more than one measures. So you can select the measures from here on which you want to apply the order, which order should be respected. Okay, now next, here we have got some properties for x-axis and y-axis. Now, if you want to change the chart type, just select it and you can change the chart type as well. Now, x-axis title, you can give from here. Say, I want to give for x-axis region. Wrap labels, you can label rotation. Okay. Now, when I say rep labels, I can also mention the characters, how many characters you want. Say, I want to show only, say, 3 characters. So after 3 characters, it will be elliptical. Okay. Ellipsis, suffix or prefix. So that can be done from here. Suffix or prefix. Right? That position can be set from here if you enable ellipsis. Apart from title, now we are moving towards y-axis properties. Now what you are seeing out here is region-wise sales. Okay. Now if you are having 2 measures, I'm having sales as well as profit. So if you see on one axis, showcasing both the measures is not looking nice. Okay. If you want, you can go to chart properties and hide point labels. Now next. Here, I can add one more axis. So on y-axis, I want to show sales. And for profit, I want to add another value axis, which I have added. And here I'm going to show profit. Now the presentation is better. If you want to read sales, you will be using this axis. And if you want to read profit, you will be reading through this value axis. Okay. And for profit, if you want to change the chart type, you can say I'm selecting curve. So this is possible, and you can select color from here. Any color you want to use, right? So here you can select color for that particular axis measure. If you want, you can also mention the color for negative base and whether you want to show any, if you want to show the descending line, in red color, that is also possible. That for that, you have to give negative base. Now, apart from this, next is stacking. Now, in case you want to show more than one measures, or you want to divide the value of a particular item into some subcategories, that is also possible. So here I'm drilling up to segment. I have got 3, this is product category. And I have got 3 segments out here. I want to see sales of these segments in different regions. What I'll do, I'll take region from here and I'll place it on columns. Okay. And now I'll go to y-axis and I'll select stacking as stacked. Now see, it is stacked. For consumer, you can see sales in central region and in east region. Correct? For corporate, you can see sales in different regions. So this is how you can do stacking. Stacking can be done on multiple measures also. Okay. Now, if I bring it to normal and I'm going to apply threshold. Now, if you want to threshold, you want to set the threshold line out here to identify, yes, in this particular region, the minimum sales is crossed or not. Okay. So for that, you can add the threshold line. You can give minimum value, say 0, and maximum. Say I'm giving see this is how you can add threshold line. So you'll come to know which particular region has crossed the threshold or not. So threshold line can also be applied. So what we have seen now, we can have multiple axes, we can have thresholds, and one more thing in the same sequence, when we are going to show the trend of the data. The best chart to showcase the trend of the data is trend chart, or we can call it line chart. Let us see it. I'm having the data for 22 and I'm taking the chart type as curve. Okay, now I'm drilling it down. You can drill it down to quarter level and then month level. Now I have data for 2022 and I am able to have the analysis month-wise. Now in this trend, I want to see trend of different product categories month-wise. What I can do here is I can take product category and leave it on to color. So you will be seeing different lines, different categories. You can select because you can drop it onto color. So those many lines would be created. So for that, you can select any dimension and you can keep it onto color, right? So I have taken product category and kept it onto color. Similarly, any other dimension you keep, you will be able to see trend line for that particular dimensions members. Like for segments, I have got consumer, corporate, and home office. You can click and find out the analysis. So you can drag any dimension and keep it onto color, right? Now, apart from that, there are different wings here wherein we can place multiple measures. Like presently, I am able to see only single measures analysis out here. Okay, say here also, I was having two measures, but it was there on the chart. If you want to have analysis for another measure which is not there on the chart, what you can do is you can select the measure and you can keep it onto the tooltip. Select the measure. And you can keep it onto the tooltip. So when you hover, you will be able to see quantity also. Okay. Now next, you can also place measure on the color. So suppose I am taking profit here and dropping onto color. So it will give you the gradient effect based on the values of the measure. Minimum the value, lighter the shade. So you are able to see the gradient value. So light shade means here, if you see, less profit. And darker the shade means profit is more. So that analysis can be taken out. So we can place the measure on tooltip, on color, and also on size. Okay, now from here, I'm showcasing only sales and I'm going to take profit and place it onto size. Now you will be able to see the bullets of different sizes. Right? Different sizes bullets are there. So size decides. You can see the size and you can decide, yes, here the profit is more. Smaller the size, lesser the profit. So you can place the measure either on tooltip, on color, on size or on value. So here you can place your measures. So this is how we can create trend chart. and we can create different types of charts. Intellicus also provides some advanced charts. Okay. For that, what we have to do is, I'll show it to you. Say I'm having category wise sales. Okay. Go to view type, select custom. This is heat map. Okay. Now go to properties. Under colors, you have different types of charts. Say you can take stack bar. You can also have word cloud. I'll create duplicate and change the type. Pictorial. Then you can have, there are so many charts there, clustered bar. Like I can have sunburst. Okay. Then we have solid gauge. Solid gauge, it should be used when you want to showcase single value, where it will be showing you the range. Now, apart from this, you can drill down. Okay. Click and it will be expanded. Here also, like if I take it to tree map, you can click and it would be expanded to the child level. Okay. So these operations can be performed on these charts. Now, when we are seeing the dashboards, it's very important to have values at a glance, right? We want to showcase KPIs. For that, we can draw here counter charts. Now, let us design some counter charts. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring in date out here. And I'm going to add different measures and drilling up to all level. So these are the measures I have. Now I'm changing it to cross tab. Sorry, I'll take it to counter charts. Select it, go to properties. Now we can set layout of it. We can apply unit system if you want. And I'll go to layout. So here, when we are going to change the layout, you can see the preview out here. Okay, so the first row is having measure name. Second row is having measure value, and then dimension. It's showing us the member, which is being browsed through this chart. If you want, you can remove it. Now I'm having two rows, okay, and height. I want to show it 30% and 70%. Okay, you can set the color according to your requirement. Then font setting. Border style, if you don't want, you can remove the border. And you can add different background colors. So this is how your counter charts will look like. I again repeat, you can show background color from here as well. And I'm having multiple colors for different data items. And border style, if you don't want, you can remove. This is how it looks. So these are our counter charts. Very important part of any dashboard. So at a glance, you can see important values, right? Now, we can also showcase our data using maps. For that, I'm going to bring in location. Okay. Change the chart type to map. Okay. Click here, actions, you can drill down. This is, you can see different regions. And then when you drill down, states, and when you drill down a particular state, cities of that particular state. So this is how you can drill down at all level and at a particular level, and further you can drill up. So this is how you can browse through different levels in the hierarchy through map. When we see the properties of map, we can have different layers. We can set marker color. We can also set range color. For lower the value, I want red. And for higher the value, I want green. Okay, so this is how we can set range color. So map can also be designed, right, in the just by simple clicking and dragging. And you can set different properties of the map out here. Now, once the report is designed, what we can do is we can select different options to export. I can export it in different formats like Excel, PDF, Word, PowerPoint, and so on. Sorry for inconvenience. So here, I'm going to have one simple widget, okay? And I'm going to save this. And now we will take export functionality. You can click here and select export option. It is generating PDF. And the PDF which is generated, you will be finding it in your download section. And yesterday we discussed about hyperlink. So when you click here, you know, region wise. So region is having hyperlink to another report. When you click here, you will be redirected to another report. You can see it is having the value central because I clicked on central and I am redirected to this particular report. So this is the use of hyperlink. I'm again going to this report. This is my parent report. When I click on West, this report will be loaded with the region as West. Okay, so this is hyperlink functionality. And apart from this, here, I'll show you one thing, row level security. What we had set yesterday. For region, we had used secure parameter, okay, wherein we were having PO region, and you can save this. Now, when I open the report which is designed for a particular user to whom I had given access only to two regions, I'll show it to you again. to this area manager 01, yesterday we had given restriction for only two regions, that is South and West. So now when this user opens this report, like if I'm opening here with all, I can see data of all the regions. Right. But if another user, I log in through AM01, logs in and open this report. See, this user can have access only to two regions, that is South and West. It is because of row level security, right? Which is achieved through secure using parameter property. Okay. This is all for today's session. Question answers. Thank you all for joining the session and patient listening.